My name's Christine, and I have absolutely no background in the humanities or theology at all. I trained as a scientist. I trained in medicine when I was a young woman. Gave it up eventually to look after the family. Then went back into my childhood passion of botany and biology and did some more training in that. And now I do voluntary surveying for quite a few conservation organisations, including the National Trust and the Yorkshire Wildlife Trust. So I have come from a very kind of a non-theological background. I'm first year at the moment, so I've done 1.5 modules. But the actual content I found completely fascinating. It's been quite different than I expected. I didn't expect to do quite so much interacting with original materials as we have done, and that I found extremely good. I found it very well presented in various media. So we had reading, we had videos, we have seminars, and we have the possibility of one-to-one if we have any specific problems that come up in office hours. I think also it challenged me intellectually, which was actually a great thing. A lot of things surprised me about the course. As I say, we had a lot of original material that we had to interact with. Indeed, I found it extremely satisfying. It gave a completely different angle on the reality of it. Often you can feel that theology is a bit distant, but you got involved with the personalities too. And I found that theology, I thought it would be a body of knowledge, but actually it's more like a verb than a noun. So you have to do theology, which made it very exciting. And that was something very new for me. Also surprising was that it deepened my spiritual life. I thought this would be an academic thing, and actually it deepened and broadened my spiritual life by coming into contact with so much disparate material. It was really good. And also it gave me a bigger sense of the Christian community from all different traditions. So that was great. As far as other things go on the course, there were 2 things that really struck me that I thought were wonderful. One of them was the notion of intellectual humility. And that was quite unusual from my past education. I've never come across it before. But that is not claiming more than you can, not trying to be too definite about things, especially when dealing with the infinite. Not trying to be too definite about things and being humble about your own intellectual capacities, which was wonderful. And the other thing was that when you come to other people's work and papers, and maybe you find something equivocal, to give it the most charitable interpretation. So to take the most positive thing out of it. And that too I found a great thing.